Melii. Ow.
Nessa.
Okay, wait. So first off, these pants are so tight.
Yes.
What is it? Latex, spandex? What is that?
They're pants.
They're pants. Before you leave here, I just want the camera to capture it because they are. Oh my gosh.
They poppin'.
Oh man,
you.
I heard you had an incredible show last night at SOBs. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
phAses, congratulations on your beautiful body of work.
Thank you.
And you know what, Katrina B, my best friend, she was there, and shout out to me about NYC. Shout out to everybody. They were out there and they were just talking about how awesome you are, and you never know what an artist is going to do when it comes to their performance and being live. But it was just like they were raving about you. How does that make you feel to know that people not only love the music that you're putting out, but they like watching you perform?
It feels great. I feel like it just feels like, okay, I'm doing good. Now I gotta get better.
How long have you been performing? Because they were just in such awe. Have you been performing your whole life, or how is this happening to where you just blew everybody away?
I used to do like talent shows in my school, but
Okay.
I'll like freeze up.
But you're not freezing up now.
No,
You're ready for this. This is exciting. When I saw you recently was right around the time Hit My Line came out, which we love. And I told you right when I heard it, I loved it.
Thank you.
And so just to see the kind of attention you're getting right now, did you expect this, or did you expect it to be harder? Or what are the emotions that you're feeling right now?
I didn't really have any expectations. When I like do stuff or I'm putting out anything, I'm more so focused on my supporters. So when like other people like chime in or like, tell me things, it's like, oh, look, there's other people around the world, but my focus is my Melii mob.
Right. And that's all it is.
Yeah, just them.
I think that's important. I think that's what allows you to be the artist that you want to be, is when you're focused on what you want and those who love you for being your authentic self, right? Because then you get to do whatever you want.
Right.
This is exciting. Not a lot of artists.
Kind of gone, so it's like
Because
good.
you had a great performance last night. I could tell. You came in here still stunting, looking amazing. I still don't know how you fit in those pants. Like, there's no way. I could barely get my toe in there. I'd be like, how?
They're like soft inside though.
Oh, are they?
They're easy to like, yeah.
Well, what if you need to go to the bathroom? Are they easy to take off, or I mean?
Yeah, like as long as you just slide them off.
Slide them
that.
down?
But if you do like that, they're gonna get stuck.
Oh yeah, nah. See,
Yeah.
And the problem is I wait till the last minute. Like, I'm always running to the bathroom last minute, so I would just need to roll
That's
it in.
me. That's actually bad. For
It
your
is. It's
bladder.
bad for us.
Yeah.
It's terrible for
But
us.
like it becomes a habit.
I
if you do it
know.
so much, it's like it's just natural.
God, Melii, what are we gonna do? Go to the bathroom sooner. What's your favorite song on phAses? And don't tell me you ain't got one.
No, I do.
Okay,
It's Way Out.
Way Out. Why is that your favorite song?
Because it's the intro, and I feel like it's one of the realest songs on the project.
What about copy? What's this song about? People copying your style?
Yes.
Yes. I like that. Yes. Very clear.
Yes.
How do you notice this? Are fans tagging you?
Yeah,
like, how are you aware?
fans, Like,
Oh, they snitching out here? I love y'all. Don't come after me. But go on.
Well, my mob, like, they be putting me on and stuff. And like, it just be like little things where I just be like, wait, didn't I? And I was like, oh,
Didn't
whatever.
I do this and so and so?
Yeah, but there's like a way to do stuff. Like if you're gonna like do something, acknowledge that person while you're doing it. So it's like, okay, cool, but I kind of know her and we're cool.
And as women, I feel like that's important for us.
Yeah.
Right? Because women were constantly, I feel like, never credited the proper way.
Never. And it's more so like in the industry in general, like when you're a quote unquote new artist and it's like other people that's like been in the game for so long or like have a little buzz, it's harder for you to be like, no, that's mine. But it's just like, no, nobody's looking at you. But it's like, yeah, but that person is, or they're looking at me and they're taking little things and perfecting it. So it's just like, you're not allowing me as the artist who brung this originality in to do that mark and be like, this is mine.
Right. Is it guys, girls, both, everybody? How?
No, it's guys and girls.
Wow.
I feel like it's a balance.
The first time it happened where you noticed someone, because I know you're not going to share names or call anybody
No,
out.
I don't need to, yeah.
How did you initially feel sad, or were you reacting? How does that?
No, at first I was like, yeah, bugging. Because I don't really pay attention.
Right.
I don't. So it's just like once it became a thing where it was like over like a year, where it was like different people.
Got it.
It was like, all right, now let me pay attention.
Right.
And then when I started paying attention, it was like, oh. Yeah. So it was, yeah.
Do you ever have conversations with them?
No. I don't need to. It's
Right.
like, if you know what you're doing, it's like, it's up to you to
Right.
be a bigger person, you know, and give credit out. Because I'm the type of person, like I don't feel like I copy anybody, because I always want to, like, be original and stuff.
Right.
But just, like, if I do take, like, let's say, what have I ever done? Let's say
Let's say
nails. Let's say nails or whatever.
Right.
Like, this, I always have this there or whatever. I got it off of like a nail page, or
Okay.
like they have like different designs and stuff.
And you enjoyed
but
it.
this was like already this was years ago. Where I was like, oh, like I should do that.
The one pinky with the
one
pointy.
pinky, and I was like, yo, that feels cool, because like I could just, but it kind of
Right.
like messes me up. But like I got a cut right there too. But it's just like, okay, like this is fun, but
Right.
this is not from me.
Not your original
Yeah,
idea.
that's not my original
But you were
idea.
inspired.
Yeah,
by,
I was inspired.
and there's nothing wrong with that. Right? Because I
Yeah.
feel like music in general has inspired so many people.
Correct.
It's when you acknowledge the inspiration.
right.
Who would you say has inspired you?
My inspirations are Janae Aiko and Rihanna.
Ah, love them. Rihanna at Fenty, at her product release, she was playing Icy, no?
Yes. Yes, on her page. Yep.
Wait. Okay, wait. No, we have to talk about this. This is a moment, especially because you love her.
No, I love her. But
Okay, so how did you find out that she had played Icy?
Joey Ai.
Okay, so that's how you got the call or the
Yeah,
text. Okay.
yeah.
And what did you first think? How did you first react?
I love her. I feel like she stands for everything that I stand for, and just going up on her, she gave me a lot of like the okay passes to a lot of things that I think are okay.
Okay. Like what?
Just being myself, living my truth, speaking my mind, just feeling, being confident in who I am.
Right.
I have small boobs. I love my small boobs because it's like, okay, like, there's another beautiful woman who embraces it, So I like grew up and like I never had a problem with loving my body, and that was one of my examples, So it's like I love her and what she stands for. But when I found out, I was in the middle of like just cutting my hair and stuff like that. So when it happened, I was just freaking out. And then it was like surreal because it's like I never met her. I didn't ask her to do that. She just
It was so
did
unexpected.
Yeah, like she just co-signed me on her own. And it's just like then the Navy came in.
Right.
And it's just like, hi, friends. Because it's like I'm a part of the Navy too.
Right.
So, so it's just like, oh my God, like I have a support of a female who I wouldn't, not that I wouldn't expect it, but more so like I love her. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, I didn't have to ask you for you to support me. You just genuinely did it.
Have you had a chance to talk to her since? Yeah. Okay.
I spoke to her at the Diamond Ball.
Okay.
Yeah. So
did you give her a hug or were you composed? Like
I was composed. Yeah.
because it's a good moment. It's a fun moment.
Yeah, it's a fun moment. I feel like I know how to admire people and not be like fangirl.
Right.
I think I respected her space. It was more so like the people I was sitting with was like, get up, go. I was like, no, I don't want to bother her, and it was like, get up, So when I finally got up and stuff, like she was like fixing her dress, and I was like, I kind of was so awkward, like, hey, and she's like, Melii. So I was like, okay, cool.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
yes.
I was like, yes, I don't have to be like, hi,
I'm Melii.
I'm
nice
the girl you posted, So she was like, yeah, I listen to your music, like you're dope, and she was like, you're badass and stuff, and I was like, yes.
I'm done. Life is good.
No, I love her. I love her.
No,
Yeah.
this makes me so happy. Is it safe to say you would love to do a song with her?
Of course, I always say like I have a song waiting just for her.
Do you have it already planned out? Do you
It's already done.
It's done.
It's done
It's
for
waiting.
her. Yeah.
I love it. It's like a special song. It's tucked away. You're waiting for that
nobody
moment.
touches it until Riri decides she wants to collab with me.
It's so cute. Who else do you really want to work with?
Janae Aiko.
You know what I love about this? I love that you're big upping women.
Yes.
That you are a fan of them. That you are
Yes.
okay with showing your admiration and love for them.
Yes.
And you want to work with them.
Yes. I feel like Janae Aiko, she inspires me in the more like just being out and
Right.
just truthful with my lyrics. She got me through breakups.
Girl, she got
And high
everybody through
school,
breakups.
Yeah, so it's like we have like the same type of like vulnerability to get on a beat and just and there's times where I just freestyle and I'm just like in my own
You're
world.
in your
So
zone.
yeah, so like Janae has that peacefulness to her
Right.
that I admire about her.
Are you in love right now, Melii? Are you in a...
I'm in love with the money.
Oh my gosh, Melii, come on! No relationship, no.
No, I cannot. No, this is the thing. It's like being in a relationship is the same. I haven't had children,
Right.
but I've younger siblings, stuff like that.
Right.
It's like what I run into is like having a child. So it's like at the end of the day, I don't need that right now. I need balance, and if I ever get into that, it's like how can you benefit me in any way? Like, are
Right.
you making me feel better throughout the day when I feel overwhelmed, And if not, I could do that for myself,
Right.
I don't need a man to do that for me. So right now I'm just trying to focus.
I mean, your DMs gotta be popping though.
The DMs are popping, but it's like if I'm not like
You're
my,
not chasing
my
it.
DMs been popping.
Yes.
You feel me?
Go,
So it's like
Melii.
no.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
it's just more so like who do you give your time to? Because it's like it's wasted time once it's over. As much as like you take from it, it's still wasted time because you put in so much energy and stuff. It's just like, is this worth it, or should I
Right.
apply this time into my craft?
Do you remember your first heartbreak?
Yes.
Yeah, I could tell by looking at your eyes. I could feel it from here. Woo. Okay, so that person who broke your heart, have you heard from them?
Of course.
Oh, the audacity.
Every year. Every year. Anyone that I've like had like any encounter with,
Right.
always.
Like,
I
oh,
hear
I'm
from
so
them.
proud of
They
you.
never go away to the
No,
point
they
where
never
they
do.
argue with my best friend. Like, yeah, my best friend is like the person who be like, no, like you need to leave her alone.
Good.
And
Who's
that's
your
not
best
just
friend?
now.
Who's your best friend?
My best friend is my yang. Like she does everything. Like she's manager, everything. Like literally assistant. She just takes care of everything.
I think it's funny, that especially when you're your success is growing, then they want to come back around lurking and like, oh, I'm so proud of you. I knew you were going to do this. And you're like, did you?
Yeah.
Because actually, you devastated me, and that's cool,
Yeah.
but
No, yeah, like my first love
Yeah.
would tell me like, oh, you're a piece of shit.
And now he's like, you're the world. Well, you're like, well, I know.
I don't talk to him, but
Good.
God bless, no
Right.
no hard feelings, but like if I think back, it's like, oh look, I wasn't that.
Right.
So it's like I just know what not to allow in anymore.
Taking all those emotions, and you were talking about phases, it being basically pages out of your journal. Do you keep an actual journal with you?
Yes, I have like multiple journals. I'm mad because there was this one time where I had like there's one journal right now that I have to find that girl because I couldn't keep it in my crib. So I was like, can you please stay with it? Because the thing about me, like every day I'll take like one thing out of the day that reminds me like of what I did. So like today I ate a pink donut, and if that stood out to me, I'll
Write it.
I'll take the actual like Dunkin' Donuts thing and
Right.
I'll stamp it onto the paper.
I love this.
So like there was times where like my mom, she'll clean and she'll read through my journals. So I was like, I can't even keep it at home. So I'll I'll give it to
Yes.
a girl, and I have to find her now because I'm like, please don't.
Where is she
share.
at? She in Harlem? She out here?
No, I don't even know where she's at. She's probably in college, but she's definitely a nice girl. So I hope she gives it
Man,
back.
I hope she doesn't try to hold on to it or something.
Yeah, there's some gems in there.
Okay, funny that you bring this up because I think we all went through that in high school. Like I was terrified if my mom saw my yearbook or photos because we were just, taking photos and
No,
God.
after a while, I didn't care. Like,
Right.
I was like, you know what? She's gonna find it. So let's just be friends. Let me tell you what's going on in my life.
Right.
And then it was just like, Mom, if you look through my stuff, you might see some things about you. So you need to just not look through my things.
How's she enjoying your journey right now?
My mom is.
Does she believe it yet? Has it?
No, my mom. Actually, no.
Yeah, because I always feel like our parents are last to the party where they're
Yeah.
just like, okay, go to school, sure, go become and you're like, Mom, no, but I'm really out here.
I feel like she's like dribbles back and forth.
Of course.
Like of being like proud and then being like, Yeah, like she'll like she told me the other day, she's like, you're not here, so tone it down. And I was like, I am toned down. You just think that I'm acting like this. She's like, yeah, because you want to be out all the time, da-da-da. And then my friends was like, actually no, like she stays home, like she's always boring and stuff.
Right.
And I'm like, yo, you have like this whole perspective of me
Right.
that's not there. But it's just like her not, like I loop her in,
Right.
but just like not all the way in. So like what she thinks I'm doing,
What does she think you're doing?
she swear I'm like out here like, what's up? I'm Melii, like, and just stomping all over
You're
the place.
so sweet. You're so kind.
No, thank
Mom,
you.
anytime, I promise. She's so polite, so professional.
No, she really, she be like, she tells me, she gives me like a taste of humbleness all the time. And I'm like, Mom, like, you don't have to do that.
Right.
Like, I'm not doing what you think I am. But it's my mom. So.
How's everybody back home? Because you're from Harlem, yeah? So how does everybody treat you now?
I just came from the Jets right now. My
Nice.
boys, like, they just came out of the building. They saw me, like, Mo,
Right.
let us know we need the dirt bikes and the videos and stuff. Everybody's chill.
But they got to be excited too at the
No,
same
yeah,
time.
everybody supports me. It's like the projects at the end of the day is like you grow up seeing the same people because like we're caged in. See, so it's like
Interesting.
yeah, so it's like everybody knows each other. Most of my boys are locked up right now, so it's like a few of them outside now. So it's like I go back and stuff. I have my crib, whatever,
Right.
but I be in the Jets. I'm not, you know?
Right. So how do you know if someone's really from Harlem? So let's say we got a group of people and you're like, oh, you definitely from Harlem. What's the one indicator that gives it away that they from Harlem?
I think I could tell when other people aren't from Harlem, not when they are.
Okay. Because, I'm trying to...
It's weird. Did that make any sense?
No, absolute sense. I'm just trying to paint the picture for people who...
It's just a different swag. Like,
Right.
even the men in Harlem, like, they're just swaggy. Like, it's just...
Okay, so out of all the places, who do you think is best dressed? So we'll take Brooklyn.
Harlem.
Okay. All right. Okay, that was an easy one. Where's got the
Yeah.
best food? Harlem.
Yeah. I feel
I'm
like
a foodie.
it's Harlem has, like, so many different, like, culture
does.
incorporated in one.
Right.
So it's just, like, you have everything in one. And that's why it's just so, like, it's jiggy. You feel me? Like, it's wavy. So, like, people just hate on it.
Right.
You know?
You know what? Hearing you, it reminds me of ASAP Rocky when he was first coming up. And I had a chance to interview him. And just that same joy.
Yeah.
And really, the mob in general, they were just exactly the same, which makes me happy. Have you connected with them?
Yeah, with Ferg.
With Ferg?
Yeah, I mean ASAP too, because the thing about ASAP is he went to the same high school as me.
Got it.
So like Fox News went over there, which I didn't even know he was in that same high school, but they was like, they was like, Audrey might be the next ASAP Rocky.
Right.
So I was like, what do you mean? Like, I asked my music teacher. It's like, oh, ASAP used to go here and stuff. So after that, like, we connected and stuff. And I'm like, yo, you should visit the school. Like,
Right.
I was still a student there.
Right.
But then after that, I'll see him like around and stuff. But
Of
he never
course.
really went back to school.
Nah, I mean.
I'll make sure to be that person to go
Oh,
back.
you're going to go back?
Yeah.
I'm going to hold you to this,
No,
Melii.
yeah, no, that high school did a lot for me. And it's like it was a credit recovery school. It's called Westside High School. So like they assign you, like they make you fill out a paper. It's basically like you transfer. They take transferred students, and they make you fill out a paper where you tell them about your personality, and based on your personality, they put you with like with one teacher in the building, which fits you the most.
Wow.
And mine was a music teacher. So that, like, I found myself more through my music teacher.
Do you keep in touch with your music teacher?
Actually, I think I haven't actually, no, but I keep in touch with people in the building where I
Really?
ask about them.
I love that you're sharing this story because I think it's important. I love that you said that it, helped you. How did it help you?
There's videos on my page of him. His name is Albert. He used to be on a band. I always forget the band name, but he made me like know that like I was a well-rounded like artist, musician. Like,
I love this.
There was just pianos all over, and I can't play piano. He's like, well, if you feel it, you can do anything. And I would be like, doom, 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 doom. And then he'll get on the other side, like, doom, doom, doom. So it was just like, I fell in love with just instruments. And then he taught me, like, to just, like, literally the room was just set up with, like, a band. And, like, I would go in, I'm talking, like, whenever I could, I'll just go in and grab the mic and just sing. To play with, there's literally, like, if you go on my Instagram, there's a video of him playing the piano. There's another guy on the drums, and we're just, like, singing, and he'll give me, like, papers all the time, like, oh, what do you want to sing today? Like, he'll tell me, like, yo, like, if you want to do stuff, like, you got to work for it and stuff. And I'll always, when any step that I took with my music, I'll always go back to him, like, hey, Albert, like, this is what's going on. Because I'll go late to school,
Right.
But is it like the school kind of knew what I was doing.
Right.
And I was always, I'm still working on it, but I've always been a person who's like, I get so like stuck in my own head that I make things bigger than they are. So like when my safe haven would be in a booth. So me knowing I had school, I'll be in the booth the whole night till the morning, and then go home and stuff, and then I'll be late, and then it's like, Albert, I just came late because I was in the studio. I feel overwhelmed, so I had to go. Da-da-da. It was one of those things, and then he just told me like, yo, whatever. Like I still have to get a GED. I didn't graduate.
Okay.
I didn't graduate.
So when are you working on this right now?
I want to. I've been doing everything that I could for my career.
Okay.
But I want to get to the moment where I'm like, okay, I'm focused on this, and this is what I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna hold you to this.
No,
I'm
gonna do it.
Good.
I feel like I owe it to myself and to my mother.
Yes.
That's one of the main reasons why. But and I even sat down with Albert, and I was like, you know what, like I'm gonna go full like. I'm gonna really go hard in this, and I'm not coming back until you're gonna see me when I make it. And I really I fell down a couple times, but I've gotten back up, and I definitely I got what I wanted.
Right.
And I'm heading to where I want to be.
I love the focus though, because you're very clear. Like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but I will come and I will finish and I will come visit the school.
Yes.
And you could see the determination and the focus.
Like it's just speaking it out to the universe.
Right.
Once you have your mentality set on something, there's nothing that could take it away from you unless it's you. The focus has to be there. If it's there, nothing else can blindside you. Nothing can come in between.
What would you say has been the hardest part of your journey?
Learning people, intentions, just staying true to myself. Within okay, I'm pretty sure you've been in this,
Right, all women.
There's times where you meet people and they don't respect you at the moment, but once you get a little buzz or whatever,
oh yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, I've been knew her. So it's one of those times where like anytime I experience that, I have to fight with myself. Where it's just do I be the confrontational Melii, or do I just let it rock and just flow with the air?
Right. That's tough. That's a tough balance, because I feel like confrontational Melii will get the job done, but then it's like, I can't really be like this.
Yes.
Explain to me confrontational Melii.
So I'm a person that if I feel a certain way, I speak out.
As you should though, right? That's a good thing.
I'll check you. No, I didn't like this about you, But then there's certain people where it's just don't even bring it up, because if you just want to go on the right path, this person could really be either shady or mature about it. So it's just a certain things that you just leave alone.
And I feel like that's part of survival though, right? I mean, I don't think it's just one day you woke up and you're just like, that's how I'm gonna handle everything. It's just probably the way you've had to survive
Right.
your whole life. And I do feel like you need to have that in this industry, because this industry is cutthroat.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And who you think you good with and vice versa, it doesn't always turn out to be that way.
Right.
And a lot of times I feel like the first couple times it happens and it hurts, not that it doesn't matter as it happens,
You
but
get over it.
You get over it, but it stings. Like,
Yeah.
especially those first couple times, you're like, damn, really? Word.
Yeah.
Okay,
But then
I
it's
get it.
all a game.
Right.
It's really a game, and it's just like how you play it.
I was trying to understand, and I want you to tell me however much you would like to tell me, just to, and you already know where this is, I'm assuming, going, right?
Yeah.
But I want to talk about it in a very more positive way to understand, because we can all get clickbait, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like there's a time right now where content is being questioned all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's important that we address things factually. Not saying we can't be emotional,
Yes.
sure, right? But I think you, as a woman in this industry, already feeling all odds, you're against all odds,
Yes.
right? The confusion, because I feel like that's more of what this might be between Tory Lanez, Meek Mill, and you. That's how I take it. But maybe because I don't look too hard into things, I'm like, oh, there's some type of miscommunication. I'm not trying to say it's not important. I'm not trying to downplay it, but I feel that miscommunication has allowed Meek Mill to say what he said. You to address it, which I appreciate you addressing on your social media. And I don't even know if Tory's really said anything. I just know he congratulated you being part of One Umbrella,
Yes.
correct? So at this point right now, him congratulating you, Tory Lanez congratulating you, turned into Meek saying some things,
Yes.
addressing you too.
I think it's more so that at the end of the day, when we narrow it down, all three of us are in somewhat connected.
Right.
So it's more so the way that it could have been handled, which I've heard today by somebody who I listen to a lot, is like my generation, like we just take things onto social media instead of thinking about before we speak.
Sure.
And that I've seen myself, and I'm just like, why did I do that?
Right. We all do that, by the way. Right.
Which is like, is a natural thing to go straight into social media. It's like we all have each other's number, and it's just more so miscommunication, like you said.
Right.
And
right.
it's
I mean,
something
isn't that what ultimately
it's
this
really
is?
miscommunication, and just all three. I can vouch for myself. Myself have an ego,
Right.
and knowing them both
Right.
have egos. So it's all three
all
egos.
artists, by the way,
Yes, all artists. Yes. We forget that the people or the robots who are under comments and stuff like that don't exist.
Right. I believe hurt people sometimes hurt people, right? I mean, and I sometimes think because things aren't clear, it could turn into something that it isn't.
Right.
Right. And I loved as much as you could share, right?
Yes.
On your social media. But ultimately, why was this important for you as a woman to speak up, so that I guess there's clarity that it's not just out of nowhere? Because like honestly, I was like, wait, what's going on? I'm
No,
really
it's not
confused.
out of nowhere. Honestly, like I said, like when I do stuff is literally for Melii Mob. So a lot of things were clear. Melii Mob was clear on it. So it was just like, okay. So now it's like, okay, more people are coming in. Let me just sum it up and let me leave it there. And that's where it just died out. Now when we all decide to come together and hold a conversation as adults that we are and not take it to social media, then that day will come.
So you guys haven't spoke, right, at this moment?
At this moment,
Not
all
yet.
together, no. But we do need to, it's going to happen. But I'm going to let time blow over. And
Organically too,
Yes.
right? What is the biggest lesson you learned from this? Because I think
don't
it's
let
important.
emotions get the best of you. That's all. I feel like in all three parties, we were all wrong on certain things.
Sure.
And it's just reality of it. Like, aside from being artists, we're all human beings. And we all connected in some type of way. So I feel like we just could have kept this short and off of the internet.
As a woman, is it easier for people to misunderstand you?
Yes. I feel like as a woman, we are, in general, like, what she said? Okay, but let's confirm it. And I feel like that's anywhere.
Right.
In jobs.
And I also think, and feel free to completely correct me.
Yes.
And maybe because I've been in the game for a while, that I kind of read in between the lines. It seemed that things didn't work out with me, Camille's situation, right? And so you took another opportunity that best benefited you.
Yes.
I'm really not trying to simplify it, but
no, that's as simple as it is.
I'm like not trying to like downplay it and make the beef go away or any.
No, there's no beef.
Right.
There's no beef. It's literally just emotions
simple.
And just misunderstanding.
And it's business at the end of the day.
Yes, business.
As a woman, shouldn't we protect our business and do what's best? So I guess to me, that's how I read it. I didn't look at it any further than what it was, but I do understand what you're saying. The lesson is, we don't need social media.
No, we don't need to take it to social media. And like you said, at the end of the day, and this is for anybody who sees this interview,
right?
Always protect you first. Yeah. And what you work hard for. Right. You know, because I get discredited all the time, but it's like at the end of the day.
But by who though, Melii?
A lot of people discredit me, like, oh, you know, she's had this person or she's done this and this, and it's just like within that. For me to get there, I've had to walk through a bridge, you know, where it's like a long bridge for me to even encounter these people. Right. So it's just like at the end of the day, it's just like yeah, I work for this. Like I really work for this. I done fell and I got myself back up, you know. And then when I didn't have anybody else. It was just me and my best friend figuring things out for ourselves and learning the business ourselves. So it's just like a lot of times it's like just don't judge off of what you see on the surface. Right. Because the ocean goes deep.
Very deep. God, I guess to me, maybe because I'm not in that world and I don't do the whole gossip thing and oh, Melii's what? And I guess I don't see the people discrediting you. There's always going to be haters, sure. But at least on my end and people...
No, there's overflowing love. Absolutely. Overflowing love, which always overpowers, you know?
But we focus on that one comment.
No, not even focus. It's more so like there's... I never really... How can I say? I never really focus. I just know it's said, you know? It's more so like, oh, it's being said. So it's just like, okay, should I... pay attention to it or not? But as an artist, at the end of the day, it's something that I'm passionate about. Of course. It's something that I've literally cried in studios, like stood hours and hours. You know, things that you work on, you never want to feel like somebody else is trying to downplay your work. You know, and that's with anything. So absolutely. I feel like not even being a female, it could be a man or a female. It doesn't matter. It's more so whatever you're passionate about is like your baby. Right. So you don't ever want to, you know, hear criticism and stuff like that.
Of course. No, it hurts. Do you remember a point on your journey, because you're still working, you're still grinding, working hard, but was there a point where you felt like, man, I don't even know if I want to do this anymore, this music?
Yes. I'm pretty sure. Like.
But for you, feeling that, what pushed you through it?
Melii Mob. Melii Mob, because I did go on social media and I had a little breakdown where I was like, I'm not doing music anymore, and I had paragraphs coming in like, why would you do that? Like, you do this for me, da 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 da, and it was like, I'm being selfish. It's like if I worked this hard and I got to connect to people as I wanted to. Right. Why am I just taking it away from them? So
people love your art.
Yes. And I'm thankful and I'm blessed.
And I know you're inside your head. I could even tell in our conversation, but I think enjoying the journey is important for you, Melii. Like, enjoy this. Like I mean that. I feel like everybody around, again, maybe I don't know everybody. Sure. Yes. I feel like people want you to win.
No,
people are enjoying your journey so much and are so proud. And I heard SOBs was just popping, incredible. Yes. And you're Dominican, yes? If I'm And I heard the Dominicans were out there just rooting. And I just feel like the energy, I think you know.
No, yeah, it's
You
more so
good.
just enjoying the moment. And I hear people like, yo, your team loves you. Your team loves you. And I hear
Yeah.
that all the time, and it's just like, yeah, they're my family. Like, I love them too, and I appreciate them so much. But it's more so things I have to fix within myself to be like, okay, I'm here, and let me breathe and let me take in the moment.
Can you accept the success?
That's a good question. Yeah. How do you even answer that?
I don't know, because I feel like you're so hard on yourself. I feel like you're very hard, and I could be wrong. Hell, like I said, that's okay. But the energy I'm getting is that you're hard on yourself, and because I like your vibe, I want you to be like, hey, enjoy this, because like
Right.
you're doing it, you're popping, like you're making so many people proud. I just don't know if you personally, yeah, maybe your friends, your team
Yeah.
is accepting it, but are you like, oh man, I'm really doing it right now?
I think it's just me being a person that wants more. And also a person who's always been like, if you listen to a song that I wrote, Believe in Me, it was freestyled the whole time through the studio, and I was just addressing family members. And I feel like my family and people that were around me contributed a lot into how my personality is now. And like having toxic relationships where you have men telling you you're a piece of, you
Yeah.
know? So it's just like, it's a thing within myself where it's just like, not that I'm here like I'm a prove to anybody, but it's just like, I'ma
right.
just keep going, and I'ma make this out for myself.
Right.
Because I want to feel good about myself. And until
Right.
I get to where I feel good and I'm like happy to where I am, then I'll say, okay, I did it. But right now, I'm not where I want to be.
Right.
So I just got to work harder.
Fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. I want you to enjoy this though,
Thank you.
because we're really happy for you. I just seeing all the success and seeing how well people are receiving you, and phAses getting such great compliments, and how you're handling yourself, and you're vulnerable, right?
Yes.
So while we can say what we want to say about social media, I think another reason why people enjoy you is because you're vulnerable, and right, I
Yes.
feel the same emotions you feel, right?
Yes, yes.
But enjoy this a little bit. Kick back a
Thank you,
little.
Nessa.
Just one time. Just
You're right.
enjoy this
You're right,
until we
you're
get that song with Rihanna. Then we back at it. We could get crazy.
You know, I love Riri.
It's coming.
You know.
Now I know you say you're both a singer and rapper. I believe it. I don't think there's one more than the other that you love. But do you remember which one you did first?
Poetry.
Poetry. Okay, so I think maybe rap then, right? A little bit.
I don't see it as that.
Like as a
It's
kid.
spoken word.
Yeah.
I don't think it's rap though. Spoken word is it's a
spoken
different
words.
type of art.
Because I'm trying to think, like, you as a kid, do you remember, like, when you did it and it was poetry?
Yeah, the thing about it was that it was fun and therapeutic for me to express myself rhyming. So it just became a part of me. So like I said, it's just poetry came at it first, and then
Right.
beats, depending on what it is,
Sure.
that same like those same lines will go into, okay, should I do it fast like this or should I slow it down?
Got it. Okay, so before you run out of here, just a rapid fire of questions. You get one pass, only one pass, okay? Would you rather have bad BO or bad breath? Like
Bad breath, because I won't talk to nobody.
Okay, if your best friend smelled, what would you do?
Girl, she know I'm telling her. I'm not about to have my best friend looking crazy.
Okay, so should women go half on the first date?
It depends who it is.
Yeah.
Because first dates is like, with who you going? What's the first date? You feel me?
Like someone's like, hey,
It depends. Okay, tell me a situation. Then I'll
like
be like,
someone asked you out. Are you going?
oh no, you asking me out, you taking me out, so it's on you. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If you're asking me out
Yeah.
and we didn't come to this conclusion together, then you mean.
No, yeah, but if like I see you that you need a little help, I might just throw in there because it's
I
like,
like
at least
that.
you took me out. So
Sure,
let's,
it's
you
the
know.
thought.
Yeah, it's the thought that counts.
Okay. Should couples share passwords?
No, I don't like sharing my password.
Okay. But what if this is the love of your life and they're like, look, I feel more comfortable. I'm not going to go through your phone, but can I have your passcode?
I mean, okay, have my password, but don't go through my phone.
What would you do if they did go through your phone?
What are you doing?
Confrontational Melii is back.
Yes. Like, what are you doing? Get on my phone.
Now,
Girl, I done woke up and seen one of my ex going through my phone. I'm just like, what are you doing?
did they find anything? I'm assuming no. No, it's because they're guilty.
It's not even guilt. It's like when you trying to find something, you with that energy, it becomes something.
Right.
Like soon it becomes something because it's just like nobody wants an insecure person around them.
Right.
I'm not gonna be going through your phone. If I can't trust you, I'm not with you.
I love that. It's true. And you get a peace of mind and you can sleep good at night. That's the worst feeling when you can't sleep because you're tripping off somebody
And
else.
it's just like, excuse me, my homegirl probably telling me about her vagina. You don't need to be knowing
You don't
want to
know this anyway.
Yeah, so it's just like, mind your business. Get out my phone.
Melii, I'm not going to go through your phone, but it was so good to see you. I'm so proud of you. Everyone else is so proud of you. Enjoy this journey. And don't forget about us because, you know, when you out here hanging out with Rihanna on a yacht or something, just...
No, I can't.
It's cool. Just don't forget about us.
No, I can't. Like, at the end of the day, like, Hot 97, like, I have a real family here.
Good.
And I owe a lot to, you know, Hot 97.
And you owe it to yourself, most important. Congratulations.
Amen to that. Thank you,
Of
Nessa.
course.